Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' this D. Boss reacts to this vid by Honest. This is Doja Cat is not enjoying her music career. Damn. I have definitely heard some things about Doja over the past few months, maybe, about her being exhausted, her being tired, her being over this whole music industry thing, her being overperforming, touring, never being home, always having to say yes to people that she don't want to say yes to. I've heard a lot of shit. So she's been complaining for a while now. She ain't feeling it. She ain't feeling it. She thought this is what she wanted. She wanted to be a big star and be, known all over the world and have people singing her music and loving her. But when she realized what that entailed, she was like, nah, I don't fuck with this. Very interesting story. It happens a lot with a lot of things. Anyway, let's hear what he has to say about Doja and her music career. Let's watch.
Doja Cat is not enjoying making music and hasn't for quite some time. Doja Cat has expressed that she's not enjoying her grueling work schedule. She has experienced career high success these past few years, but what many may not know or may easily forget is that Doja has been working for a very long time. She's been signed for about 8 years and has only had about 2 or 3 years of mainstream success. She has pumped out albums back to back ever since her debut album Amala in 2018. Followed that with Hot Pink, which is ultimately her career breakthrough, spearheaded by the success of Say So, and she followed this with Planet Her, her very first album released under her new fame status.
And just in between, and you want to know what the thing is? In between making all of these songs for this album, I'm doing all this other shit. I'm doing all this shit that I don't fucking want to do. I don't want to take pictures. Like, yes, I have fun with the idea, like planning a photo shoot is very fun. Like capturing a concept, capturing a visual idea, like something like that. I love fashion, I do. I really do. I love to dress up. I love all that shit. Do I want to do that shit because I have to? No. Sometimes I have to do that shit. But no, I don't. No, I don't. But I feel pressured to do shit like that. I don't want to do that. I want to be home. I want to play I want to make music. I want to play video games.
Also, Doja is a very visually driven artist more than anything. So she has also been pumping out music videos and performances, and being on such a high and demanding scale all the time could very much be tiresome. Doja has expressed likeness for her success, especially on her song Payday, where she talks about finally reaching her dreams and being happy that she finally made it. And I assume it can be a bit bittersweet in that aspect. Like, you finally get what you've been working for your entire life, and then people start to take notice, and then you feel pressure to keep the machine going. Another thing is, you really don't know how much control these artists have with these contracts behind the scenes. Now, I don't think Doja is a puppet or anything. I don't think any label could craft anyone as weird as her. She is very clearly a girl who grew up on the internet. However, she might be contractually obligated to do certain things. And what I noticed in this video is Doja is usually very sarcastic or a jokester.
Not right here.
But in this video, she seems genuinely upset, and she's not trying to hide it. Music at her level has become a demanding job now. It's not just a fun passion or pastime. Doja didn't even intentionally set out to be a breakout star. She was just having fun with Moo, and it flew up. So I don't even think she herself thought that she would make it this major, especially after doing music for so long. But I think we've seen in celebrities, specifically singers, we've seen the pattern where they become overworked and eventually are pushed to a breaking point. And I hope she and her team actually take notice of her dissatisfaction and allows her to take a break. I don't get the vibe that Doja dislikes music or performances or photo shoots in general. I just believe she's burnt out on the working schedule. Mental health is very important and is essential to being functional. After Planet Her wraps up, I think she should take a break. Obviously for herself, but in addition, she's had so many hits these past few years, and if she releases another album in a few months, or just with a super quick turnaround date, she'll be far too overexposed and people will also get tired of her. I don't see a problem with her disappearing for a year or so, reconnecting with her music, and coming back with another album. She obviously needs some type of relief more than anything. While people see Doja as a new star, she's really been at it for about a decade. It's also likely Doja just doesn't like her newfound fame. Many stars finally get popular, decide it's not something they actually like, make their millions, and retreat from the spotlight. She obviously has expressed other interests like playing video games, spending time with her cat, and seems to be more interested in a simple life. I'm not saying she will, but I wouldn't be surprised if she adopted a lower profile again. Although I think it's a bit unlikely being so soon into her mainstream success. Whatever the case might be, Doja obviously wants to feel more grounded and comfortable again, and she deserves a break.
I agree. I love Doja. I really hope that she does take a break and refreshes and she can come back and feel better about, where she is in her career. This is definitely a thing. Oh my God. I was just thinking about people who get paid for things that other people perceive to be so easy. I think of like gamers. Like, of course, playing video games for a living and getting paid a lot of money to do so sounds like the dream. But imagine if something that's a hobby for you or something that you enjoy doing, that it becomes a job, something that you have to do, you have to keep doing, and you have to keep it up. It no longer becomes as fun. Like, it's no longer a hobby anymore. It really sucks all the fun out of it. And I've heard athletes say this too. I've heard this many times from like basketball players who say that, they love the sport, and when they're just having fun and doing it, it's cool. But when, there are contracts involved and money involved and they have all this pressure to keep making this money and doing this and that, it takes the fun out of it. This is something that is very common, and everybody deserves a break to some degree. Even with me doing these reaction videos, there have been times where I've announced that I was taking a break, and literally every single time I would get comments of people saying like, oh, you need a break from watching videos, like you need a break from reactions, like this is so easy, and that pisses me off too, because people are quick to talk about how easy something is when I don't know what the fuck they talking about. You don't even know what this entails. Like, shut up. Like, people think I don't edit my videos, which is so weird. You think I record them and they just magically, like, get on YouTube? I don't understand when people say that. Like, you don't even edit your videos. How the fuck do you think this comes together? There is less editing involved since I started using OBS, but I still have to edit. On any given day, I'm editing between 45 minutes to like an hour and a half sometimes, depending on how many videos I record in that day. So that's just recording. Then I have to put the tags on videos and shit and schedule them and do the thumbnails. Like, all of this takes time. I gotta look for videos to react to. This is all time consuming, and people just don't understand everything that goes into it. So whenever it's just like, damn, I do this every single day, like, let me take a few days off, let me take a break, it's always met with, the fuck you need a break for? You ain't even doing nothing. Like, so, and I'm sure people look at Doja, obviously this is on a much larger scale. This girl is working way, way harder than me. Obviously, I'm not comparing the two, but it's just in that same field. But I'm sure that people will even look at her and be like, what, she need a break? Like, girl, you living a dream. You making millions and you performing. This is the best job in the world. Like, people are just so oblivious to how things work. It's just so annoying. It's like, especially when you don't know everything that comes along with a particular career. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what these people are going through. You don't know everything that's involved. So that's just so annoying. But anyway, I totally understand what she's saying. I feel for her. I feel for athletes. I feel for gamers. I feel for everybody who get to a point where they're just like, fuck, like, I need a break. Like, this is overwhelming. This is work. Because that's what it is. I don't care how much you love something. Once you start getting paid for it and you keep doing it consistently over and over and over and over and over again, especially for years at a time, like, that shit is now work. It's work. And people get tired of working. As you guys know, if you have ever had a job, you get tired of working. No matter how great the job is in the beginning. Anyway, I just felt this. I feel her, and I really hope that she gets the break that she needs, because I like her music and I want her to continue putting out bangers or whatever. But she got to do what's best for her. So hopefully she does that. Anyway, cool video. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.